Welcome back, learner buddies. We are going to explore the invisible life. I know you are a bit confused by the topic by looking at the page that what is the invisible life, that why we explore that things and how we are exploring that if it is also invisible life. Then I think there are lots of questions that you have in your mind, but we are going to obviously do that thing in our particular class. So, welcome. That is today's topic to explore the invisible life. The invisible means that is not visible by your naked eyes. So, we are going to explore that thing. So, buckle up your seat again with lot of enthusiastic way with a bright smile. Let's deep dive into the topic. Be present here mentally and physically both. So let's explore the things with me. Okay, what do you know about invisibility or invisible life? That is the microbiology. Micro means a very tiny kind of a material that you can't see by the naked eyes. So that tiny creatures are called microorganism or microbes. Actually, these are so small that are actually this they play so big role in our world, like in our health, food, in our nature, in ecosystem, and a lots more. Basically, microorganism like the tinny kind of material or the creatures that we are talking about, they include bacteria, virus, fungi, algae, and protozoa. All these are microorganisms, and actually, this group is a countless species and unique characteristics from one another, and they are not visible actually by the naked eyes. You can't see that with the naked eye, so that's why they are known as under the invisible life. So basically, the actually there are a criteria and bacteria that is helps in digestion and absorption and fermentation of yogurt and cheese, and how the cheese make, how the yogurt makes, what are they doing, they are what, how they prepare. All this is the study of microbiology, that is invisible life that we are talking about it. Okay, now you have to understand that if that is not visible, if that tiny creature is not visible to your naked eyes, where do the microbes live? Microorganisms are everywhere actually. They live in water, air, inside your body, and other things as well. That even in your food that you eat, and also the yogurt that your mom made, that is already made by the microorganism and the bacteria. So basically, some microbes helps us and make us sick, and some microbes help us to fight against the sickness. So, but don't worry, not all microbes are bad, of course. Actually, many of the microbials are very important and play a very crucial role in the balancing of the ecosystem and the supporting life. So, digestion food, produce vitamins, protect against the harmful invaders. These are all beneficially bacteria known as positive bacteria as well. So basically, now you have to come to with the idea that what are the microorganism and why we are going to study is because that's very important to study about it. Now, what do according to you, how many types of microorganism are there? Actually, I already mentioned there are five types of microorganism basically, and these five types are: one is algae, basically that is plant like microbes, and that particular algae microorganism lives in ponds and oceans. And second type is fungi, like a mold and a yeast that you use for the pizza base. And third one is bacteria. Some are helpful and some cause illness. Bacteria could be good and bacteria could be bad as well. Fourth part is protozoa. That is actually they also protozoa like algae. They also live in water, and that is a very tiny creature like also bacteria and fungi part. And if we talk about the last part, that is virus, can make people sick like cold, like flu, and like COVID also. So that is all about the virus. So these are all types of the microorganism that we learned about it. Now the next part I already mentioned lots of time here in the class as well. Some bacterias are very good and some bacterias are not so good. Some bacteria protect us from our illness. Some bacterias make us ill. So how we find that what kind of bacterias are good and what are bad? Actually, there are two different microbes. One are good microbes and other are bad microbes. What are the difference between all these things? Okay, let's talk about this. Good microbes actually digest your food, make yogurt and cheese, and also keep the nature clean. It is very helpful to balance the nature and ecosystem and other area of the nature. Good microbes are so important and so crucial in our daily to daily life that we can't imagine our life without good microbes only. These are very important. They are used for digestion of the food. They are used for production of the vitamins in the body itself. They protect us from diseases. They protect us from the sickness. They keep the nature clean. All these things are done by the good microbes only. These all are done by the good microbes. Now let's talk about the bad microbes. What are the bad microbes? Like bad microbes cause infections like COVID and flu and other illness and other diseases. They make they make actually our body sick. These are bad microbes. Bad microbes also are so bad that they spread other diseases, other infection from one person to the another person. That's why we call it a bad microbes. They don't help at all. They only create problems. They only cause infection. They only cause sickness. They only make our body weak. They also spread the illness and the flu and the other bacterial diseases and fungal diseases and virus diseases from one person to the other person. All these are bad microbes. Now you get some idea that like people also there are some good microbes and there are some bad microbes. Now you get some idea that why we have to be good in our life, we have to be helpful in our life. So that is all difference about the good microbes and the bad microbes. Okay, now you already know that what is the microbes, what are the microorganism, what kind of microorganisms are, if there are good and bad microbes are there. Now the next question is that if microbes and microorganism are not visible at all, then how it actually found out? How we can see the microbes? Interesting question, is it? Definitely. So basically, microbes are so tiny, too tiny to see with our naked eyes. So basically, what happened? Scientists use microscopes. See, microbes means microorganisms. A microscope is an instrument which is used by the scientist to see the microorganism. So basically scientists use the microscope. Basically microscope makes small things look big. Like a magnifying lens you have in your geometry box. Definitely. In a similar manner, microscope is a big instrument definitely. So this microscope helps small tiny things to look big. Basically, scientists who study microbes are called microbiologists, and the study which is related to the microbes is the study known as microbiology. So, this is all about the micro words. Micro means very tiny, very small, that you couldn't even, it is not even possible for you to see all these things. So this is all about the thing. Like in the microscope, there would be a light which actually reflect on the small, tiny molecules of the microbes, and they just reflect from there, and you can see afterwards. And magnifying the light, actually they just show you the picture of the magnifying big molecules of the microbes and allowing you the microbes in the action and whatever things that you can see about it. Okay, why we are studying that microbes and the human body is interconnected. I already mentioned that thing. Actually, our bodies are full of helpful microbes. They live in our mouth, they live in stomach, they live in skin, your nose, your air. Actually, they help us stay strong and healthy. And I'm talking about only good microbes, not the bad one. So basically they helps us stay strong and healthy, and also they helps us to fight off the bad germs and bad microbes. So basically they actually what they do, they are doing balancing only. So these tiny organisms are so crucial in our daily life. They have a very crucial role in digestion, breaking down the food, absorption of the nutrient, production of the proteins and vitamins, and fighting against the bad microbes. And many more things are done by the microbes, which is good, not the bad one. I'm talking about only the good one. So actually staying safe around the microbes is one of the very important things. That how you can protect from the bad persons, you just get away from that person. So basically also the same thing happened with the bad microbes as well. So if you really want to be stay healthy and a strong person, then you have to wash your hand before eating, cover your mouth whenever you sneeze, eat healthy food, don't eat uncovered food, keep your environment clean, which is very very important for you also. And these steps actually protect you from the helpful person and also protect from the harmful microbes, which is very important for you. And you know what? I have a very fun fact about you. There are more microbes on your hand than the people on the earth. But that's okay. Most of them are friendly, na? So it's okay. That's not a problem at all. Microbes have been around you for a billions of years, even before the dinosaur. Do you know that thing? It is a fun fact. But definitely, there are more microbes on your hand than the people on the earth. And the microbe existed on the earth even before the dinosaurs, even around a billions of years ago. So that is a fun fact about this thing. You have to remember all these things. And obviously, if you want to be an intelligent person in front of the other friends, then you have to find an accountable partner and share these things also with that person, so that your partner and your friend also becomes slight bit of intelligent like you, obviously, because you are learning daily. And that's all about the microbiology, microorganism, microbes, the microscopic part. So this is all about the things which is invisible yet so crucial that we have to learn about it. So that's all for the topic. I hope you enjoyed the session. I know you learned lots of things new today, and I'll make sure that I'll come back very soon with a brand new topic with very interesting slides so you can enjoy the other topics as well. So stay tuned until and unless then. Happy learning is very important thing. Have a very good day. Thank you so much for learning. Thank you so much for listening me. That's all for the day. I hope you enjoyed the session. Bye and happy learning again.